welcome to Schmeeckle Reserve. Have you ever been out on the trail and seen something like this at your feet? If so, you're not alone. Today, we're going to be talking about wildlife scat. My name is Grace Hennis. I'm an environmental education and interpretation major here at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point in my last practicum semester. And like I said, this Nature Note video is going to be all about wildlife scat. Wildlife scat, or otherwise known as poop, can be found anywhere that animals live, and Schmeeckle Reserve is full of animals. I'm here to tell you today that scat is an underappreciated resource in our ecosystems. One of the main important tasks of scat is the transportation of seeds, and birds and mammals are the best ones for this job. When birds or small mammals eat fleshy fruits, for example, wild raspberry or buckthorn, those seeds go through their digestive tract, and when they excrete their waste, those seeds are then deposited on the ground and can grow into new plants. Many plants rely on this type of seed dispersal. Seed dispersal is defined as the removal or transportation of a seed away from the parent plant. That being said, scat plays an important role in the growth and distribution of new plants. Another important function of scat is that it can tell us what kinds of animals are living in a certain area. Here at the Schmeeckle Reserve gift shop, we actually have a few book resources available for purchase that you can use to try to identify wildlife scat in the wild. Next up, I'm going to take a walk on the Trail of Reflections and see if we can find any scat on the trail today at Schmeeckle. I've been walking on the Trail of Reflections, and it did not take me long to find an example of scat. Now, this is our example of scat that I found. A few things to take notice of when you're trying to identify scat is size, shape, and color. And we can see that this scat is pretty round, like large pebbles. You can see right here in comparison to an acorn cap, it's about the same size. This scat that I found is round in shape, kind of like little pebbles. And if you were to take a look in a scat ID book, it would tell you that this is most likely from an ungulate. Ungulates are hooved animals, so examples of an ungulate would be cows or horses, things like that. Can you think of a wild ungulate that might live in Schmeeckle Reserve? If you thought that this scat belongs to a white-tailed deer, that would be correct. By finding and identifying this scat, this tells me that there have been deer in this area very recently. Lastly, scat can have purpose in the scientific world too. Wildlife biologists or animal scientists can use scat to determine an animal's home range, how many animals are living in an area, so like a population number, and it can also be used to see if an animal is diseased or not. So there's a lot of really useful ways that scientists can use scat to learn more information about animals in an area. If you're ever here at Schmeeckle walking out on the trails, don't be afraid to look down. Scat is an underappreciated resource that can tell us a lot of information about the environment and the animals that live in a certain habitat. And don't forget to check out our gift shop for guides and resources on how to identify animals by not only their visual appearance, but by their scat and their tracks as well. Thanks for watching.